Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the CBL X's and O's podcast for season 2023. I've got Tom O'Connor joining me again today, and we're going to sit down and preview round 5 in the Northeast Conference. And not a whole lot of games, but some big games, especially in the men, that are going to shape the ladder, Tom.
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. It's as we spoke about on the review probably a bit earlier in this week. It's the month of November is really going to take some shape to where the competition's going to sit, and this finals race is not just in the men's but in the women's as well. It's going to be huge. So I'm looking forward to breaking it all down.
Let's start off in Mansfield as they welcome their fellows down the road in Benalla. It's going to be probably a tough game for Mansfield, but you never know what they're going to produce on their home court.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we've seen results of last week, and the credit to Mansfield is they're putting points on the board. You are putting points on the board. It's just that defensive end you've got to lock in, and it doesn't get any easier this week for them with the likes of a Lockie Keego out there, a Sam Becks on that wing, and probably Eric Miraflores is that guard that everyone talks about for the Benalla Breakers. They're the three. So if you can look to limit them and put the points on the board, you're going to go a long way in the competition.
And your team, the Seymour Blasters, welcome Myrtleford into the Indoor Sports and Aquatics Centre in Seymour. This one's going to be a cracker of a game. Myrtleford sitting in 3rd, Seymour sitting in 6th. You guys need the win to make sure you stay within arm's reach of that top 4.
Yeah, absolutely. We're back on the home deck after I think it's 3 games on the road in a row. So it's going to be great to put a bit of a message out that hey, we're back into what we want to do, but it can't take anything away from Myrtleford. You've got the likes of Jalen Barker, who was rolling last week, and his brother Tyler is there as well. But someone who always looks to get himself going is going to be Marcus Laspina. Tough matchup, can shoot the ball from outside, strong body. So, no, really looking forward to playing this one and welcoming Myrtleford down to Seymour. It's been a while since they've had to do this, Matt. So it's going to be a little bit foreign to them, hopefully, as well.
And we've got the Battle of the Border. We've got Wodonga hosting Albury. Wodonga couldn't get the win last time these two teams met, but both teams will be wanting to win to get back on that winners list after both teams had the losses last week.
It's probably tough for Albury. You dropped 2 in a row. Wodonga, obviously, you've dropped probably 3 in a row now, and it's probably 3 games that they could have really been in. The young talent we're going to see on the floor in this game is going to be huge. Obviously, Lockie Harvey leads that Wodonga Wolves team, but I'm looking forward to the matchup of Sam Webb versus Tom Crow in the paint. Wouldn't take anything away from Sam Hawkins though, and getting himself going. Been a bit quiet the last couple of weeks, so he'll be looking to set a bit of a tone and get himself back into the leading scorers for the Cougars, that's for sure.
And then Sunday, your team, Seymour, travelling to Benalla to take on the Breakers on their, what would normally be their home court, but they've have to move their games to Shepparton at the moment due to facility issues. This is going to be a cracker of a game, and you're going to be obviously trying to go in there and take the W away from them and credit them with their first loss for the season.
Yeah, absolutely. It's be interesting to see who rolls out for the Benalla Breakers in this game. Obviously, we talk about Lockie, Keego, Bexy, and then Eric, but there's also a guy by the name of Tom Downey. Only rolled out 1 game so far this season. Be interesting to see if Benalla looks to go to utilise that size that they do have. Always a bit of a rival playing against Benalla, and especially knowing that Wally Armstrong, their coach, he's away at the moment. It'll be one that he's kicking himself that he's not there for. So shout out to Wally. You're over in the States at the moment, just living it up. But it'll be interesting to see who rolls out for Benalla, and obviously on the deck at Shepparton is going to be a little bit more familiar to some of their players.
And Myrtleford host Wodonga on Sunday after their trip down to Seymour. This is going to be a really good game. It's a potential chance for Wodonga to show the competition where they're at.
Go 4-4 the season. Myrtleford, it's a chance that you could potentially go 5-1 and really cement a position, or you could go 3-2 after this weekend and be battling. This is how close the competition is, Matt, and it's going to be really interesting to see how those leaders of both teams can step up on the back end of what is going to be a tough doubleheader weekend. This is where the teams start to shine, and it's the depth is going to be huge for both groups.
It sure is. And then we cross to the women, and there's only one game this weekend, and it's the Battle of the Border, where Wodonga welcome Albury into Wodonga Senior Secondary College. And, I think this weekend's the chance for Wodonga to actually knock Albury off and give them their first defeat for the season.
Yeah, I absolutely think so as well. There's obviously, I think it's going to come down to that battle of the leaders between Rach Jeffrey and Jaden McCowan as to who really wants to take this, and there's no love lost between these two teams. I can guarantee you that, especially after the final last year and then the game earlier this season. It's expect this one to be close, and I don't want to tip it early, Matt, but potentially could be an overtime game with this as well. They're that close to each other.
Overtime basketball is what the crowd likes. A little bit of free basketball. We can't complain about that, especially on the Saturday night at Wodonga. That'll be a really good place to be with the doubleheader happening. So that wraps up our round 5 preview. It's going to be a great weekend of basketball. We look forward to seeing the stands full in the venues, and I know you guys in Seymour will be looking to pack the stands, won't you?
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. It's something we talk about is those crowds rolling in, but it's keep filling them. It's what we want to see. We want to see the sport grow and keep getting better and better. And we can't do it without the support of our local towns getting to 2 games and travelling what is maybe an hour or hour and a half, 2 hours at times. But the support for all the teams is exactly what we want to see.
Good luck to teams this weekend, and I look forward to joining you post round 5, and we sit down and review what is round 5 of the 2023 CBL season in the Northeast Conference.